A group of 13 and 14-year-olds have developed a revolutionary condom that helps you detect an STD or STI right before you have sex. They actually won an award known as the Teen Tech Gong for Best Health Innovation.
Teen Tech
Gong.
Gong. Okay, not Dong. Okay.
Okay, so this is amazing. They refer to their invention as the STEye, clever, and it has a built-in indicator to detect infections such as chlamydia and syphilis, turning a different color depending on the strain of bacteria present. According to one of these young developers and innovators, he says, "We wanted to make something that makes detecting harmful STIs safer than ever before so that people can take immediate action in the privacy of their own homes without the invasive procedures at the doctors." I like this because it's just another step to ensure that you're not about to get a sexually transmitted disease or infection. But at the same time, I would argue that it's a little more private when you do it at the doctor's office, right? Because it's just the doctor. So if the doctor's doing a blood test and figures out that you have something going on down there that you need to deal with, that's one thing. It sucks, it's a little embarrassing, but he's your doctor, okay? Or she's your doctor. But in the case of, you know, pre-coital shenanigans, like the last thing you want to do is put on a condom and it turns like bright red and it's like, do not touch.
I'm so confused by this because, I mean, I love the kids for figuring this out and using science for positive things. And I do have some issues with it. I actually don't love the name because it makes me think the condom has an eye and be like, and that like kind of freaks me out. I don't want my condoms having eyes. But I thought the condom detected the STD on her once you've used it. Okay, I don't think, like, why would anybody volunteer to put on, if they know they have an STD, volunteer to put on the condom and have it go, watch out for this asshole, right?
I think, yeah, well, it's interesting because I think that it could actually detect the STI if, you know, it comes into contact with the man's semen and it changes colors. So.
Okay, well, either way, it is going to make for very awkward conversations. Yeah. Like once the condom turns color, oh boy.
Also,
then you're just kind of sitting there like, this got awkward. Right?
How do you handle a situation like that? But also, I think in a lot of cases, people will have a sexually transmitted infection and they won't be aware of it. And so they might be blindsided and really
even
surprised.
Though they have an STI, right. It would be blindsided.
Right. Ironic.
Well, actually, that eye would help them not be blindsided in that case. So I guess that's appropriate.
You know what would be really smart? Don't have unprotected sex with people. And on top of that, just get tested every year or 6 months, depending on how sexually active you are.
Yeah. And one last curiosity in this story is that I love this world because these are kids in Essex in the UK. And their names are Daanyaal Ali, Muaz Nawaz, and Chirag Shah. Enormously likely to be of Muslim background, right? I don't know what their current religion is. They're 13, 14-year-old kids, right? But who would have thought Muslim kids in England would discover how to keep you free of STDs when you're in the middle of sex? Okay. It's an awesome world.
To that point, think about how backwards we are in some of our states where we're so afraid to do comprehensive sex ed in high school. And at the same time, you have these 3 kids in England who are like 13 and 14 years old. And they're developing condoms that could help detect STIs. That's amazing. I mean, we're so backwards. They already know about sex. Give them the information they need to stay safe. It's that simple.
No, in America, they might have been suspended.
Yeah.
Either for doing anything with condoms or just for being Muslim.
That's a good point.
I'm kidding about the last part. Just calm down.